Hello, welcome to BioGreat TV. If you're new here, please subscribe and turn on the notification so you don't miss our next video. Biography of Kenenisa Bekele. Virtually every one of us can run, provided our legs are in good condition. Some of us have had to run for our lives when faced with the threat of danger. Sometimes we run to catch up with something or someone. But there are very few persons who have distinguished themselves and attained global stardom simply because they run. One of such is Kenenisa Bakele of Ethiopia. Kenenisa Bakele was born on the 13th of June 1982 in Ethiopia. He is a long-distance runner and is in fact the most successful runner in the history of the International Association of Athletics Federation IAAF World Cross Country Championships. He dominated the 10,000 meters event at the World Championships in Athletics, winning 4 consecutive times in 2003 when he debuted, 2005, 2007, and 2009. I can imagine other runners sighing in frustration just seeing him at the start line for the races. I am sure they concluded his lungs were perhaps made of iron when in 2009 he became the first man to win both 5,000 and 10,000 meters title at the same championships. That shows how fit and resilient he was. Kenenisa started showing how sensational he was at the world stage in the early 2000s. In 2001, he won the IAAF World Junior Cross Country title, with his closest rival reaching the finish line 33 seconds later. In racing, that is a super great time gap to give. It's as incredible as scoring 7 goals against your opponent in a football match. 5 months later in August, Kenenisa broke the record and set a new one in the 3,000 meters World Junior event in Brussels. It took 3 years for that record to be broken by Augustin Choge. For 5 years in a row, from 2002 at the age of 19, he took both short and long races of 4 km and 12 km respectively at the IAAF World Cross Country Championships, something no other runner has been able to do even once. Naturally, in long-distance races, towards the end, runners are tired and worn out and barely manage to bring one foot in front of the other until they reach the finish line. Some others pick up a little speed, drawing strength from their energy reserves to complete the race. Kenenisa is in the latter category, only that he is about the best in the category. He is well known to be able to quickly accelerate at the end of a long-distance race like a crazed demon endowed with supernatural strength. He showed that in 2003 in Oslo when he pursued after Kenyan runner Abraham Chebi and won the race in 12 minutes 52.26 seconds. I am sure the Kenyan couldn't believe his eyes because he already had the first position within his grasp. He repeated such a feat during the 10,000-meter race in 2009. He had Zersene Tadese of Eritrea ahead of him and the announcer declared, "It is over." In fact, it was over from the start. But at the final lap, he suddenly picked up acceleration and won the race, with the announcer concluding in amazement, "This man is probably the greatest distance runner we will ever see." For the second year in a row, Kenenisa was voted the Track and Field News Magazine Athlete of the Year in 2005. When he emerged as the winner of the 3,000 meters at the 2006 IAAF World Indoor Championships in Moscow, history was made as he became the first athlete to hold the titles of Olympic champion, World Cross Country champion, and World Indoor Track champion. On the 6th of April 2014, he also achieved another feat, producing the 6th fastest marathon debut ever with his victory at the Paris Marathon. On the 25th of September 2016, Kenenisa was the winner of the Berlin Marathon, with a new personal best of 2 hours, 3 minutes and 3 seconds, then the third fastest marathon of all time. Though Kenenisa has enjoyed unparalleled success in long-distance racing, he has also had a fair share of losses, which is something virtually every sports person experiences at some point in their careers. In 2011, for instance, he failed to finish at the World Championship Finals, ending his winning streak, which he had maintained in 4 consecutive editions. In the 2012 London Olympics 10,000-meter race, he was in the leading group all through the race, but Mo Farah won him in the final 150 meters and he eventually finished in 4th place. These are just but a few of the disappointing outcomes he has had in his racing career. He also suffered a major tragedy earlier in 2005 when his 18-year-old fiancée, Alem Techale, died of an apparent heart attack while on a training run with him. She was equally a professional runner and was the 2003 1,500 meters World Youth Champion. Thankfully, he was able to move on, and 2 years later, on the 18th of November 2007, he got married to Ethiopian actress Danawit Gebrexiabar in Addis Ababa. In all, Kenenisa has enjoyed such a great success that many can only dream of. Just recently, on the 1st of March 2020, he won the London Half Marathon, improving on the record set by Mo Farah in 2019 by 1 minute 18 seconds. It is interesting to note that his younger brother, Tariku Bakele, is also an accomplished long-distance runner of world-class repute. In fact, when Kenenisa finished 4th in the 2012 London Olympics, it was his brother Tariku who took 3rd place and won the bronze medal. Is racing prowess a special family endowment, or is it as a result of being inspired by one of the greatest? I am afraid I can't answer that for you. On a not-so-happy note, Kenenisa has not been as recognized and celebrated as much as he deserves, like the way Haile Gebrselassie of Ethiopia has been celebrated, for instance. This is a sentiment shared by a fellow icon and record holder in racing, Usain Bolt. It is believed that his reserved nature and his dislike for interviews is a major reason for this. That notwithstanding, his accomplishments so far make many consider him the greatest long-distance runner of all time. What have we missed out of this biography of Kenenisa? Let's know in the comment section. Will it be ridiculous to subscribe to our channel? If no, please like this video, share, and subscribe to our channel.